don't give it to the United Negro College Fund.
Yeah.
Or the NAACP.
Or the Urban League.
The Urban League. They give it to their children, man.
That's right.
It says 6. They reap everyone his corn in the field, they thieves, and gather the vintage of the wicked. They cause the naked to lodge without clothing. That's your homeless. Now, New York City is one of your richest, if not the richest city on the planet, man. Well, with all them riches, man, all that revenue, taxes being collected, you got people, Jake, and you even got Edomites that are living. It's cold tonight, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be cold for the next couple of months.
I just saw one tonight.
You got people that are actual, because you know what they did? They had a certain number of shelters. They don't have that no more, man. When was the last time you ever heard of a shelter, man?
They closed them down.
They closed them down, man.
Cutting the funding.
They cutting the funding. They closing them shelters down, man.
Yeah.
So you got to do the best that you can, man. Every time we come down, we going down to the main camp. We on the FDR Drive around Harlem, where that field is. If you go down, go past it on FDR going southbound. There's about 20 Jakes that are homeless, man. They sleeping in cardboard boxes and shit. But Esau cares about them. You know?
The time we went down to D.C.
That was big, man. Every time we went down, that was the second time we went down.
Yeah.
You got the Capitol building, you got the different buildings, you got you got the area where the Edomites go and eat, and then the outskirts. You know, next time you come down, go down there, man. The outskirts, Jake is poor as hell,
Yeah.
man. I mean, dirt poor. Bottom of the barrel poor, man.
Wow.
Sleeping on park benches and all that.
Right, and then you got CNN and these different news companies. They'll go to D.C., but they'll never show or speak on the outskirts of D.C., man. You know?
Severe poverty over there.
Severe poverty, man. Yep.
I got something.
And then on top of that, the dudes that were impoverished was Judah, Ephraim, that served in the military. So they show you this country don't give a fuck about you.
Now they got a thing in certain states, certain areas, where you have churches that are going out to help the homeless veterans and homeless people in general, and the cops say don't feed them. Don't take them in. If you see you taking them in and feeding them, we're gonna lock you up.
There's one guy
So there's a plan to destroy them.
Yeah.
They went to their country, they come back over here, and they saying, look, they no good any damn way. They can't make it. They bugged out in the brains. They ain't got no arms, no legs and shit. You got the commercials with these Edomites that are missing legs, and they have to have organizations for you to send money. But wait a minute, what if you fought for the government?
Yeah, they're supposed to take care of you.
See, even these Edomites are waking up, huh?
I'm gonna bring this out. This is Psalm 73 and 12. Psalm 73 and 12. It says, "Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches." That's right. And to be ungodly, you gotta, to prosper in this world, you have to be ungodly. You have to do immoral things. You gotta be a homosexual. You gotta do all kind of vile, wicked, corrupt things. Like you said, you can't feed the homeless. It's becoming a law. They're gonna lock you up just for feeding the homeless.
I got a quick article real quick here. It's from USA Today. It says 90-year-old man and 2 ministers arrested for feeding the homeless.
There it is.
Yeah.
So go to show you we're not just making it up.
And yeah, if I can say this, they have all these programs like the Shriners, Feed the Homeless, the Veterans. Now, when you send your money to those programs, they'll tell you that they only got to report maybe about 30% or 33% of the profit or the money, or maybe 10 or 3%, 3 to 10% of the money that you send them, and that money they put right in their pocket. So that thing doesn't help anybody. They put that money right in their damn pocket. Like the Red Cross and everything. Look at all the relief from the Katrina, from 9/11. That money has never been seen to this day.
It's a shame.
And that's been reported openly on your public news, on your mainstream news, like a Good Morning of America or your Channel 7, whatever local city you're in. That money hasn't come up yet. That's why Bloomberg and all them could put all that money into the museums, because that's just a little small portion of what you got, of all the money they scam from you.
And they write it off any
They-
damn way.
Yeah,
Yep.
they get kickbacks.
Yeah, going back to like Brother Red Isaiah 47, that nakedness, see, that's a part of America's nakedness being seen. And the whole world is seeing it. That's why I look at this place as a joke. That's why Vladimir Putin told Obama, look, nigga, I got a cold. I'll talk to you next week. All right? It's a joke, man.
Just like
He's going to tell him, look, man, you shouldn't be invading nobody. But wait a minute, bitch, you invade people. Nobody can tell you nothing.
Yeah.
right.
You invade people and nobody can tell you nothing. You know? But now we're protecting our interests, our own interests on our side of the world. Now you want to talk junk? That's how you know, man. This thing is gonna escalate, man. It's not gonna be no, oh well, forget about Russia. Let's go do. The Third World War is being escalated, man, to the point where those nuclear missiles are gonna be fired. So we're very close. And before that happens, man, they're gonna introduce the chip out here. Right now, they have devices in these new automobiles that, because they're getting ready to do that automobile tax where they tax you by the mile. They already got that OnStar.
Yeah, they've been talking about it for years. They get ready to do it, man.
Yeah, because it's already there.
Carbon tax. They're going to tax. See, what you're going to find out, that this is not a democracy. But you wouldn't know that because I'm going to have to use that word again. You're a bunch of dumb, stupid idiots. Okay, look that word up. All right? But anyway, basically, this is not a democracy. This is not a constitutional republic. And they like to, throw out those words. This system is it's no different from the system in the age, go back 200 years, 500 years, when you had tyrants rule back in the ancient world, in different periods of time. Even the Egyptians did that, man. They were tyrants to their damn people. And that's called feudalism. Feudalism is where they tax the hell out you, man. You know?
Well, Shaka almost said he lived a life of Pharaoh.
That means you don't give a shit about the other Egyptians, man. Anyway, in the 14th verse of the same chapter, Job 24, it says, the murderer, Esau, rising with the light, killeth the poor and needy, and in the night is as a thief. In other words, he kills you, then he steals from others. Then the ones that he kills with, steals from, he kills them. 15, the eye also of the adulterer waited for the twilight, saying, no eye shall see me, and disguises his face. And that's a major sin that used to be put to death, man. It says, in the dark they dig through houses which they have marked for themselves. In the daytime they know not the light. Israel was doing that too. The rich Israelites were doing it to the poor ones, but Esau is doing that too. In other words, if they want to build a nice complex, right? It's called gentrification. And they're doing that in Harlem as of right now. If you go down to Harlem, all right, if we had time, brother, we'd go down to Harlem and, just do a little tour, and I can show you where the school was, and I can show you certain places where you had Jake restaurants and stuff. You had certain Harlem Jake and all that, man. But now you got Starbucks. You got all these places that Esau like to go to. And then you see Esau, Applebee's.
Yeah.
And you got Esau walking up and down there. And then you go down to 110th Street. I remember it was 96. When you got on the train, there was one Jake who was on the train coming up. And the Jake said, I'm a magician. I'm going to show you a magic trick. I said, when we get to 96th Street, I'm going to make all the white people disappear. And everybody started laughing, but they knew the deal. There was a bunch of white people. As soon as they hit 96th Street,
they all got off.
All the crackers got off. It was Jake and Ephraim up there, man.
Not no more.
He said, see, I told you I can do magic. But now, it's up past 110th Street.
No, 145th Street. I was on the subway not too long ago.
Well,